Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. It's been a couple weeks. I know. It's gonna do it every week, but then life got in the way. We're doing a remodel in our business right now, and we're doing like hallways and entryways area, and our kitchen. So I've been kind of having to go down there, and there's questions, and I have to run down there and talk to the contractor who's doing that stuff for us. So the best laid plans, right? So I was going to do it weekly, but here I am 2 weeks out. Better late than never. But what I'm going to do is, and I tried to, and I got my mirror here, try not to wear that lip, you know what, I like the color of it, but that lip gloss I wore last time we had coffee, it was just running down the, hopefully nothing today, I wore pink today, running down the corner of my one mouth, and it looks like it was like, oh my lord, it was a mess. And it was, of course it was my like 1 hour morning coffee, two-parter with you, but first I'm going to start off, before I forget, or, my battery dies, or I run out of whatever, I'm going to tell you who the winners of the giveaway are, because I'm going to have my primary winner who won the big box of stuff, and then just a little something, I'm going to have a little runner-up who's just going to get a little something. I'm not even sure what's going to be in that little something box yet, but I said I'm going to do a runner-up. Why not? So, let me get my thing out here so I don't butcher everybody's name, which I probably will anyway because I'm good at that. So, the winner, drum roll please, the winner of my big Lindy Bop / whatever giveaway is, come on, Mary. I'm like, I'm scrolling. Maybe I should have been a little bit better prepared, but I never am. Oh Lord, how far back was this? Here we go. Oh my gosh. So, the winner of the giveaway is, you're like, spit it out. So this is the primary winner. This is the big winner who gets the big box of all the stuff that we went through. So the winner of the large grand prize is Kim McNeely. Kim McNeely. She wins the big box of goodness that we had at our last morning coffee. So congratulations, Kim. If you want to just direct message me through Facebook with your name and address. I think the post offices are open as far as I know. I think so, during certain hours. I will get your box mailed out to you. I hope it is. I think they are. I think the post office is essential. I'll just have to check the hours and all that type of stuff. So Kim McNeely is the grand prize winner. So congratulations. And the runner-up is, and this is just going to be a little something of stuff that I'm going to throw together, just as a little consolation runner-up gift. So it's just going to be a little something. Like I said, I don't even know what to put in it yet, but it'll be some good stuff. All right. Oh, and I am really sorry because I'm not going to do very good at this name. Okay, it is Estelle, or Estella, Marie Marquis de Vera. Oh, Lord, and I am so sorry. That's not even close, Estelle. Or do you go by Estella? I'm not sure, but so Estelle, you are you are the runner-up, and I'm going to send you just some little something, just a little runner-up gift. So congratulations, like I said, to Kim, who is the primary winner, and to Estelle, who gets the little teeny runner-up gift of whatever it may be. I do not, so it'll be a surprise little gift. So thanks everybody who entered, and for everybody who posted their picture. It was nice to see your nice smiling faces. I appreciate that very much. It's nice to see you guys for a change. So a year in the making, I finally got it done. And like I said, I'll mail it out sometime this week. I'm gonna wait till I have a trip to do. I'm sure you guys are too. They're saying keep it to 1 time a week to go to town, which I've been very diligent, even more so than that. I've been kind of been shopping in my own freezer. We got tons of frozen vegetables, and I had some frozen bread. So I've been shopping in my freezer for stuff for us to eat, some stuff that's like, was getting kind of borderline, so I thought I better cook that up. So that's what we've been eating. And it makes it more healthy too, because it's not processed stuff, it's like a meat product and a potato product. And I think I have a bunch of sweet potatoes underneath my kitchen sink from like 2 weeks ago when I bought them. So I'll make something with my sweet potatoes, a meat product, and whatever bagged frozen vegetables. I have tons of it, so that will be our supper tonight. So thanks for everybody again, and like I said, direct message me on Facebook here. I think that's the easiest, and give me your your legal name, your mailing name, because sometimes people's YouTube or Facebook, or my name's not Vintage Camper Gal Wisconsin. It's Mary. So even I don't even have my real name on my Facebook page. I have my maiden name and my husband's last name. I don't, because when I got married I never changed my name, my legal last name, because I wanted to keep my last name because it was my children's last name. So when I remarried, I didn't take my husband's name, and he was fine with it. He's a laid back guy. But on my Facebook and when I sign stuff, and on Instagram and one of my email accounts, I have my husband's name. It's not my legal, but I get stuff, and I've gotten checks with my husband's name on it, and I sign it, and it gets cashed. So I just couldn't go through all of that trying to change my name with all the stuff when we had gotten married. And I had talked about last year, that year of the year we got married, there's so much, oh Lord, going on that there's no way it's going to change my name. Not in a million years. I had so much, and I had legal stuff that I was dealing with, and medical things and estate things that I was dealing with for several years after we had gotten married. It takes, you think, oh, then something else pops up a year later or 18 months later. So, and then after that point, I just like, do you mind? It's my kid's name. If just do I have to? He goes, I don't care. He doesn't care. He's, like I said, he's so laid back about it. So yes, when you DM me, your legal mailing address name, so it gets to you and not to your, if it's a full Facebook name. So with that being said, the big thing that we've all been thinking about here in Wisconsin that are camper people is that when can we go up to our cabins? In Wisconsin, it is essential. Camping is essential for housing, because a lot of people are like workers who live in a camper, or they're snowbirds. You know, they go down south in the winter and then they come back up here and live on their campground during the summer months. So the state and a lot of the county parks have closed down, but that is not considered that's not permanent living. It's usually at a private resort, a private camp, like ours is. Ours is at a private campground. So that's up to each individual campground owner what they want to do. And the way it looks in Wisconsin, a huge percentage of them are staying open with stipulations that the campground joint public bathroom shower houses will not be open. So you better have a self-contained camper, with all of that stuff in it. And if there is a business or a cafe or a restaurant or a bar on that resort, that they have to adhere to the guidelines that are set up by the state or federal, or I don't know who are you supposed to listen to anymore. I don't know. So they could have their bar open for takeout food, takeout booze only. I think that's the way it is for Wisconsin. I know we're right on the border, so we hear so much Minnesota stuff and Wisconsin stuff. You're kind of like, I don't know. So I think it's that way for businesses. That's what I have been seeing around our local businesses, that if they're a food business, that they are having like a deal. Like if you buy not independent where you just can come in and buy liquor per se, but if you buy a dinner, then you get about, if you buy 2 dinners, you get a bottle of wine or whatever, something like that. So I think that's what the businesses up north are doing. I'm seeing some postings from the campground guy up north, Luke, that he's like posting on his page that, call ahead and make takeout orders for like restaurants in like Amory. So we might do that. We're going to wait until like the second week of May, unless, our owner says, don't come up here. And just to check we own a trailer up there, just to check it out. And how did it fare over the winter? And how is it? And was there any damage from snow or water damage, or did a tree fall on it over the winter? We found that out from our campground guy, but we have to check out the property up there and just do kind of a walkthrough and open it up, make sure everything's working, everything's okay. But when we do that, I think we're going to wait until mid-May, because it's still safe at home as of right now. We will make sure we gas up here. We will make sure that anything that we need for being up there, like water or food or whatever, we will bring with us. We will not stop at any businesses on the way up to get anything, because, that is what's spreading it. You go to Walmart and there's people all over the place, right? So we will be respectful of leaving our living safer at home area when we go up there, and just directly drive up there, do what we need to do, check out things, open things up, make sure that there isn't damage to anything, and then just head back home and not stop anywhere on the way home unless it's like McDonald's drive-through or something. We'll probably we'll probably do that. My big treat from going up north is going through the McDonald's in Amory and getting myself an egg white little what are they called? Breakfast sandwiches. Egg McMuffin. Lord, Egg McMuffin. And I think like a regular white egg McMuffin is like only like 270 calories or something. So that's kind of like my treat, and then a big cup of coffee coming back. Because English muffins are kind of they're not a free food, but they're on my list that if I'm going to have a bread product, an English muffin is a good choice because it is lower in carbs, and I try to do the whole wheat ones. They don't have those McDonald's. And on my, back on my plan, and I thought, what I've really noticed? I am not drinking any water. I've been drinking tons of coffee. I've been having my cocktails. But during my weight loss journey, that was a really important thing, is drinking. So I'm trying to get back on the wagon. Because I fell off it for the weight loss and stuff, and get going with like drinking my water and taking walks and doing stuff. And the nicer weather, I think, is a huge motivator for everybody to do that. It should be, right? So that's the only plans that we have out, because what can you plan? You can't plan to do anything or go anywhere. We're just sitting on it for our business, and we closed down our kitchen during this time because we were doing a remodel. It just happened to be when the COVID-19 crisis all hit, so it was kind of good timing in one way. And we did have the kitchen open for the first weekend if people wanted, but we weren't getting very many calls, not enough for us to have product. So we had to throw like, I don't even want to tell you how much product we had to throw out, just like a lot of businesses. So our kitchen is all done being remodeled now. There's a few things left, and he's got to do a desk unit for us. So this next weekend, what we're planning on doing is like having a pizza pickup special where you'd call ahead, at a certain, like, we're going to have scheduled times. We don't want a whole bunch of people coming at one for it's going to be staggered. When this is your pickup time, and they can come in and get their pizza. We'll probably have a pizza and wine deal, or pizza and beer deal of some sort. So we're going to try that next weekend and see, because, our bar is known, it's Woodshed Pizza. We're known for our pizza, and here we are, like I said, we've been lucky to have the liquor store, but try to get going with that, just kind of like, hey, remember us, we're still here. And we've been doing like cleaning house, just like we've been cleaning a house here, we've been cleaning house down there, and we downsized our liquor area huge. Back in the day, wine was where it was at, wine, but there are so many independent wineries or vineyards open now that our wine sales is really going, and it's kind of gone into craft beer, microbreweries and all that. So we're downsized our wine. I can't even tell you how many cases and cases and cases and cases. How many cases do I think we got? I don't know. If I had to guesstimate how many cases, I don't know, 30 cases of wine? 3 times or more, 30 plus cases of wine that we downsized, stuff that wasn't selling, stuff that had been, it wasn't a big seller, whatever. So we brought our reps in, we went through everything and kept a smaller stock of what we're selling, and we'll bring in new wines. And we have expanded our Wisconsin Shop Local section, so we're supporting more local wineries, not locally in our area, but locally for the state of Wisconsin. And then the Pepin Winery is going to be distributing. At some point, we'll get some from them. And then we just kind of cut down we had, like, I'm not kidding you, 20 or 25 different Chardonnays. We're a smaller liquor store. What do we? Gary says it's just kind of accumulated. Somebody probably had a deal, and then he got that, or buy 2. So I said we don't. So we kept like some really top tier stuff, some middle line. So we kind of kept 3 price points of wine for different people, for their pocketbook. What can you afford? So we try to keep decent wines in each price category. So that's what we did. So I came home with a couple cases of wine for myself, for stuff that we'll use for our camper rally, which, as of now, I'm going to plan on doing it. It's a private campground that's at. So people can individually camp there. So you're like, oh, Mary, gathering. I'm like, I know. But this is going to be towards the end of June. So we're hoping that some guidelines are going to be loosened by that point. So, because people are coming from all over, we're not going to have open viewer camping. People can walk down and from the road look at the campers. We don't want them going, so it's going to be distance viewing, I guess. No, unless it's up to the individual person, but we're going to just say distance viewing, but not coming in, peeking at campers, close contact, all that stuff. And also when we do our vintage camper rally gathering things that we do, it will be a little bit different. Also, we'll do the food to individually wrapped sandwiches. So there's lots and lots and lots of stuff that we're going to change that way from our standpoint. But I'm thinking by mid-June that gatherings of 10 or less will be okay. So if that's the case, then we will figure out what we're going to do. I said closer to the time we'll have more, and if it's to the point where you can't, everybody will stay at their individual vintage campsite, and we'll talk to you from a distance, and we won't do the gathering, but hopefully things will be loosened up, and we can do something, whatever that may be. I don't know. So we'll see. So that's what's going on for my lake stuff. I think. I don't know. And for my camper rally, and like I said, right now it's the Tuesday after Memorial Day, which, like I said, that's it. Oh, ouch. That's just ouch for so many businesses that it's kind of hard. So I'm hoping that there'll be something loosened up mid-month so we kind of correlate more with the other Midwest states around us, and that we're not like this goose in the middle of ducks that has all these stringent guidelines and everybody around us doesn't. That's not good. But we'll see. Nothing we can do about it anyway. So what are you guys doing during this? Who's out there working? You know, I'm retired, and I go down and I work X amount of hours, you know, tending the off sale area. You know, the clerking, tending the off sale area and clerking, and then doing some cleaning and restocking and reorganizing since stuff is getting shut down and whatnot. So what are you guys doing? What is your family doing? What are you guys up to? I miss my son. I FaceTime him. I was gonna say face Skype, but it's all the same thing. FaceTime him a little bit, and he like Easter did, and he the Easter weekend he shared kind of stuff he was cooking and showed me his cooking, and it was just the three of us here, and we set an extra plate for the family members that couldn't be there. So we had one plate that was nobody was at, and we had a real nice on the healthier, not completely, on the healthier side, Easter dinner. You know, we did our ham and our potatoes, but then we had green beans, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus. And then we had like a little relish tray and stuff. So it's just like we vegged out. We did lots of vegetables. We had pie too, though. And then we did have some wine and stuff. And we kind of called people and visited and, you know, kind of brought the family together that way as much as you can. But it was kind of just surreal. And I set the table, and I got my good dishes out and all that, because I'm like, you know, we just been kind of sitting in the living room at the couches eating, because everybody's here different times, and it's kind of just like laid back. But we did a nice little Easter. It was a strange little Easter, and I was going to downsize Easter anyway, so I'm like, not that much, but what do you do? So it was nice though. I did my little Easter baskets for my boys, even they're adults. I still do Easter baskets, and my son Zach, who's up in Superior, his is here. I don't know how much is going to be left of it. Everybody's snitching out of it. So I'll try to save him his chocolate bunny at least. And that's it. That's about all. Like I said, there's nothing to say. There's nothing going on. Next time I have coffee, I hope I can say to you that I started on my garage. I'm looking for warm weather, dry weather, so I can pull all of it out and not have to like try to, if it rains or something, bring it back in. Because I think the best way is to, like when you watch those hoarder episodes, and say they just gut the houses out and then they have piles. This is going to a donation. This has to be thrown out. That's the way we're going to do our garage. We're going to pull it all out and only put back in and do some rearranging of whatever. So what are you guys doing? Like I've said 8 million times, what are you guys up to in your families, and who's working? Who isn't working? What is your family doing? Who's in your family unit? All we have is, you know, my husband, my son Seth, and our 2 dogs. That's our family unit. And like I said, I'm kind of lucky. I get out and I do see people clerking down, you know, when I'm clerking down at the liquor store, you know, you're seeing people kind of in and out. Like I said, some come in masked, some don't come in masked. It just depends. Like I said, there isn't any stringent rules for that. So I'm like, I'm glad that liquor stores are essential. Not that everybody has to drink. I'm not condoning drinking, but I tell you, having a couple relaxing cocktails in the evening does help. Me at least. And try to make it a special treat, not just throw something together. Like I said, it's like I try to make a special drink. I think being Saturday, I think me and my husband tonight are going to do Bloody Marys, and I have these really cute Bloody Mary glasses that say Bloody Mary, and they're old, I think from the 60s, and they're kind of got like a, I'll take a picture of it, and I think you might have seen them, I've used them all the time. I'll take a picture, and I try to put some of my cocktail pictures on my Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to get more organized with that, but I know you got your private Facebook, and then I have my Vintage Camper Girl Facebook, my YouTube, and then I have, for Instagram, I have my Instagram, and I have my husband's Instagram for the bar. And then, oh, I also have the Facebook. My husband has a Facebook page, and then I manage our two business Facebook pages. So sometimes, every once in a while, I'll accidentally post a personal thing on my husband's, the bar. I'm catching a believe. Social media. But I said we're lucky because it is a very good way to communicate to our customers, which we're grateful for. I mean, my husband's kind of like not anti-social media, but he's kind of like maybe a little bit. But it's a great way to communicate with our customers. I know anytime I would take a new picture of like, okay, this is what we got left for the wine quantity. I have people come in like 30 minutes later and say, I see that you posted. I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, it works. It works as advertisement for our business.